Hello, everyone. Now, please do not crucify me before you hear what I have to say. You just heard what the title was. It's either A, Actman made a mistake, or companies can't take a joke. I might see if I can get both in. Yes, I know this is a smaller shirt than I usually get. Yeah, right. First things first. Companies cannot take a joke. No, literally, they can't. Company as large as, say, Pepsi. Uh, oh, I know what I just did there. As Coca Cola. Say I was to dox a member of the Coca Cola board of trustees or managing director. That is a credible threat. Even if it was a joke, it's still a credible threat. Now, I know Actman was angry at what had been done by, I am not going to say his bloody name. He doesn't deserve any flipping traffic. I've seen his YouTube channel. I know it's got more substance than me, but bloody hell is it sketchy. He was angry that that other YouTuber doxed him. Rightly so. Doxing is a very bad thing and should not be done. In Actman's anger, he made a joke doxing, threatening to dox YouTube employees. This was a mistake. He actually deleted the tweet. Now, here is where everybody is getting up in arms because they don't realize how corporations and companies work. Corporations and companies are not dumb. Believe it or not. Now, say I was to tweet someone like Coca Cola. Do you think there's somebody actually at the other end of that Twitter? Not in a million years. I'm sorry, you've got to be insane to think that somebody's actually at the other end of that interaction. It's nobody. It's a bot. Let's face it, it's a bot at the other end of that transaction. So, why is that important? Well, a bot is not as smart as everyone thinks it is. I've got a friend who probably thinks they're smarter than you. He thinks they're not that smart at all. Twitter bots are very, very stupid. Basically, what they are is word searchers. They say they basically look for keywords in a tweet. So I think I'm going to actually prove this later on and see if I can actually prove this. If I tweet at YouTube, video upload failed, and actually tweet at them, I reckon I'll get a tweet saying something. Go to our Twitter bot, another Twitter bot. It'll take me to the other Twitter bot, or the other Twitter bot will answer. I can guarantee it. Because every single tweet ever sent to any corporation's Twitter, even into emails, let's face it, this has been around for donkey's years. This has been around for pretty much as long as the internet, and even before then. Uh every single tweet, email is saved. Now, why would you save every single email you have? Well, surprisingly, that's a good thing. Because if someone says if there was a bombing at if there was some destruction somewhere, somebody might go, hang on, let's look back at the tweets about that corporation being bombed. So let's look at your Twitter account. Every single tweet ever sent to that account is up on screen. Even if it's deleted, even if the account has been deleted itself, those tweets are saved. Now, I reckon even an image of the actual Twitter account that sent it. So, in other words, that bot will go onto that Twitter account and basically save an image of the front page. Now, why would it do that? Okay, corporations get threatened all the time. If you have a Twitter bot that's clever, it can do what it did to Actman. So basically, Actman gave a threat of doxing YouTube employees. So basically, what the Twitter bot did was see the word dox and employee, put two and two together. Even didn't even think of it as a joke. Bots are like Vulcans; they don't take jokes. And basically went, oh, you are going to dox a YouTube employee. Check his front page of his Twitter. Oh, he has a YouTube account. Oh, right. So he has a YouTube account and he's made a threat against us. He's in the partner. He's making money off us. Oh, he's not making money off us anymore. Can I blame YouTube for this? Not really. It's a standard tactic in business. I'm not a businessman, but I have been around my father, who was a businessman for most of his life. He passed a year ago, sadly. If you're a follower of mine, you know that. But he taught me the way businesses think. As soon as I saw what Actman sent and who he sent it to, I knew what was going on. This is not to get traffic from Actman fans, or even... I'm not going to say his name. I don't give a toss about his name. That YouTuber, who I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't deserve a single piece of traffic. I have seen his content. His content is worse than mine, literally. Let's face it, he got pissy about Actman doing a video about Elden Ring. Why get pissy about that? It's if somebody doesn't like a game, I go, oh, all right, okay, you don't like that game, but so what? It's just like, oh, but whatever. What YouTube did, they did automatically. Something the size of this phone or a computer, a laptop, is sitting in a storehouse or a server in Google, basically going, yeah, do this, do this, do this, do this. They have millions of bloody videos, for God's sakes. Why do you think they'd have somebody sitting behind their Twitter account? That would be silly. That would be asinine. He didn't tweet to a human. Now, if he tweeted to a human might have missed it. A human might have not realised what was going on. He could have got away with it. But it wasn't a human. It was AI who basically went, oh, in half a second, basically screenshotted his tweet, and basically put him on the list of things that basically have got to be demonetized. Is this Actman's fault? No. I would never say it's Actman's fault. He can... I reckon if Actman decided to go, okay, I want to go to court over this, he could basically go, emotional distress caused me to do this because of someone else. These tweets were not my fault. I was in emotional distress. My family was doxxed. his mother was actually called by this other YouTuber. And I think what you did was okay, it was the correct thing to do, but I wish to make an apology. I want to have my monetization back. I am not a bad person. This was emotional distress. Can we sort this out? That is what I think. If Ant-Man got a lawyer, went up to Google and said that, Google would go, okay, fine, settle out of court, you basically have your monetization back. Just pay our legal fees. Fine. If somebody said, yeah, this was emotional distress, it will not happen again, just do that. It, I doubt you're listening to me, Anne. Your tweet was saved as soon as you sent it. They didn't look it back up. Well, they looked it back up in their storage of tweets sent to YouTube. So, yeah. It's not your fault. You were emotional. You had been attacked. You, personally, Act-Man, have nothing wrong with this. Whatever that... I think somebody should look into that YouTube channel. If you know what's going on, it's called Quantum TV. And there is this guy who basically, I think, is scary. If you look at his channel, he is a little bit weird. Now, me looking like this, calling someone else weird, is a bit much, I know. But I want everyone to understand this. Actman didn't know what he was doing. He thought he was going for a person, not a thing. You've tweeted a corporation. That is a thing. You think you're tweeting a person at the other end of that Twitter account. You're not. You're tweeting a corporation, which never has a person at their end of their Twitter accounts. Very rarely. So, yeah, I think Actman should get his monetization back. Quantum TV should be looked into, and I do think basically it's not fair on Actman. I hope he has a good career on Twitch. It's easier to get banned on Twitch than anything on Earth. But hey, I hope he does have a good career on Twitch. I have never seen one of his videos. I've only heard about this controversy. But I think he's a good guy. He just got a bit hot-headed. We've all done it. We've all said things that we didn't mean. But it is very unwise to say things you don't mean to a corporation. Corporations that are actually part of your livelihood, remember and know who you are. That was his mistake. So everybody, don't get on my case. He did make a mistake, but basically emotional trauma caused that mistake. He was angry. So, yeah. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Quantum TV should not have doxed his mother. For God's sakes. I think somebody should look into Quantum TV. I think, literally, I do think this. Actman should sue, not YouTube, Quantum TV. Sue him. He caused emotional distress, which caused lot of livelihood. I'm not a legal expert. That's what I'd do. Probably the legal people would just tell me to bugger off. But it's America. Let's face it. You can do it. And I would do it. I would definitely do it. I think. Now, what would I do if I was in YouTube's corner? I don't know. Um, it's very difficult. YouTube is in a no-win scenario with this. They could have Actman bring back Actman's channel. That's good, great and good. But You are open up to copycats. I don't know what YouTube should do, but I this is my two penneth worth on this subject. I think Actman didn't know what he was tweeting. He knew he was tweeting a joke. Okay, AI are Vulcans. They don't know jokes. Two, they're a corporation. They never have somebody at the end of the. Basically, it's a robot at the end of every tweet. So, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me, do you think I'm right? Do you think Actman made a mistake, but he can get out of it? I hope. I really do hope he does. But I think it's tweeting a corporation in anger is never a good thing. So remember, every single corporation, if it's something like the local car dealership, somebody will be on that Twitter who's human. But if you're talking Ford, I don't think somebody's on the end of that Twitter. I think it's a laptop. So everybody understand that. Please understand what I'm saying. I am not against that man. Frankly, I'm for him. I wish him good luck. Quantum TV should be looked into. I really do seriously think he is sketchy. So, thank you very much for watching this. I don't know how long this is. What the hell is no timer on? Oh, never mind. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.